hi! Woo-hi, pal! Yo, what is up there, guys? The Wiz back again with another video with some more Kingdom Hearts 3 news and information. That's what we're going to be talking about right here, right now. So let's get right to it. Alright, so Nomura said over here that despite Star Wars and the Avengers are owned by Walt Disney Company, the characters were not created by Disney. It would be very difficult and very unlikely to add any of those characters to Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, that's very interesting, and I can already hear the, oh, but we already have Big Hero 6, and that's technically Marvel. God, I hate that discussion, but look, this is how I look at it, okay? Disney's Big Hero 6 original source material was Marvel's Big Hero 6. So even though Disney Disneyfied Big Hero 6, even if you went ahead and noticed when you watch the movie, like the logos that appear, you don't see Marvel anywhere. They gave Marvel zero credit for this, which I find funny because Disney's trying to make its own Big Hero 6 its own thing, but in reality, you still took Marvel's Big Hero 6 source material to make Disney's Big Hero 6. So in my eyes, I technically consider Big Hero 6 to still be Marvel. But regardless, I find it really funny how Nomura says it would be difficult to add Marvel and Star Wars because Disney, like, you know, they weren't created by Disney. But are we all forgetting about that game called Disney Infinity where you had Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, you know, they had everybody in that game, so I find it a little bit interesting that it would be hard to obtain characters like the Avengers and Star Wars. Now, I had a good feeling as properties weren't going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, a lot of people are kind of iffy about it. Some people don't want it, some people do want it. Me personally, I'm all for Marvel and Star Wars, so if for the meantime, for Kingdom Hearts 3, it looks like we're not getting Marvel or Star Wars whatsoever. I was at least expecting maybe like a Darth Vader secret boss fight, but that does not seem to be the case. However, though, you know, we can always look forward to it maybe later down the line with Kingdom Hearts 4 and all that stuff. We know Kingdom Hearts 3 is the end of the Xehanort saga, and there will be more Kingdom Hearts games after Kingdom Hearts 3. So continuing on with the news, Nomura goes ahead and talks about some Final Fantasy. Here's what he has to say. I can't disclose too much about the Final Fantasy characters or whether or not they'll be in Kingdom Hearts 3 because I can only speak to what's been shown. But the reason you haven't been shown any Final Fantasy characters is that there are so many original characters that need to resolve their own problems and issues. And because their issues and problems are very difficult, there just hasn't been that much space to fit Final Fantasy characters so far. Alright, so that's quote 1. Let's go ahead and look at quote 2. When you look back on the first Kingdom Hearts, Sora was still a new character, so we kind of had the Final Fantasy characters as supporting characters. But now that it's been 15 years, the original characters are more polished than they were before, so I don't think they need the Final Fantasy characters' help as much as they did. Also, when we first released Kingdom Hearts, there weren't that many other titles that brought together Final Fantasy characters. I actually think that Kingdom Hearts may have been the first to do that, but nowadays there are an abundance of titles that do that. I'm guessing he's talking about the City NT, so I don't see the value of having that kind of feature in the game anymore. But that doesn't mean that I'm saying that there won't be any Final Fantasy characters. Please look forward to more information. Okay, so I understand what this man is saying, but at the same time I'm like, really? Because as you all know, the beauty of Kingdom Hearts, the thing that made it, like, you know, popular was the fact that they did something that no one had ever thought would be possible. They mixed Final Fantasy characters with Disney. It's something that's like, what? I would not expect that, but at the same time it was like, wow, this turned out really good. Final Fantasy was, I think, the little jump that kind of pushed Kingdom Hearts out there because, you know, they could have done that Disney thing or whatever, but they're like, you know what, we need something popular to attract people, and what other thing that could they add but Final Fantasy. So I do find it a little bit strange that they're kind of just leaving that, but at the same time I understand because as we, like, you know, back then Kingdom Hearts was fresh and new and they needed as much support as it could possibly get. That's why they added Disney and they added Final Fantasy characters. Nowadays though, Kingdom Hearts has its own steady title. I think it's strong enough on its own that it doesn't need that support of Final Fantasy. Like, you know, we don't need Lightning and Noctis and all this stuff to drive people in. Kingdom Hearts series has been going on for 15 years. It has a fan base, and the series right now, especially Kingdom Hearts 3, the promotion, everything that is going on for this game, it's popular enough on its own that Final Fantasy, yes, as it did help it out back then, but as of right now at the moment, it's like, yeah, you know, we might add a character here or two, but that's not going to be our main focus. We got to focus on these Disney worlds. We got to focus on the Xehanort saga. We got too many main characters. You know, we got Roxas, Aqua, Terra. There's so many issues that need to be resolved that the Final Fantasy characters is like, yeah, you know, know, we'll probably get the ones from Radiant Garden, like, you know, Leon, Yuffie, Sid. At least those guys, I'm 100% certain we'll get them. But as far as newcomers, like, you know, Lightning or Noctis, or, you know, will Zack come back in Olympus Coliseum, I would like a character like that to make an appearance, but I can see why Nomura isn't strongly focusing on those characters. I do hope they add at least, like, you know, one new Final Fantasy character. I would really love to have a Lightning in this game some way, shape, or form. At least, like, you know, somewhere in the game. We already have that Noctis and Dissidia NT reference in the Toy Story world, so you know, who really knows, but, you know, they gotta go ahead and tell me what happened to my boy Cloud. He just disappeared with Sephiroth. That's why I'm thinking, like, Cloud might end up being a Link, and they'll be like, okay, well, I guess that solves Cloud's problem. So, guys, I want to know in the comment section below, you know, what do you think of this news? Are you disappointed no Marvel and Star Wars and with the Final Fantasy characters? If you could have any new Final Fantasy character make an appearance in Kingdom Hearts 3, who would you want it to be? So, guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, as that really helps me out. And if you aren't already, follow me on Twitter. It's the same thing as my YouTube channel, which is Ed the Wiz. So until next time, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say bye, pal. We'll see ya real soon.